What's going on? It's your boy Jay Black, aka Black Man. We're here at Udubb Network. I'm going to recap in full, or what I can of it. First and foremost, I have to apologize. I'm supposed to be in the building. Somebody canceled on me last minute. A very important person that I want to take with me. And he wasn't there, but I didn't fuss or fight about it because in the back of my head, I'm like, we have the pay-per-view. I still can watch it on pay-per-view. I still can sit in the comfort of my own home and watch the entirety of all the battles on pay-per-view. Let's talk about that. You know what I mean? Udubb and Rap Grid are two separate entities, but they work together to pull off the live stream. So the entire live stream falls on Rap Grid. You see what I'm saying? So it's all on Rap Grid for the pay-per-view. The first half of everything was horrible. Yeah, I mean that stream for the first half was hard. It was in and out on so many battles. I'm talking, it pops up clean and then it cuts off. Screen going blue, screen going black. Oh man, I was hurt. I was hurt. I was ready to drive back to the venue. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how bad I was hurt. You know what I mean? So like I said, for the first and second quarter, it was bad. If you paid for the pay-per-view, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Literally like somebody stabbing you, pulling a knife out, then putting it back in, stabbing you, pulling a knife out, and put it back in. God. But I spoke to important people in Rap Grid. They recovered towards the end pretty good, and they said they're gonna have the footage up as soon as possible. So we're talking about the entirety of all the whole card up in 24 hours or less. You know what I mean? So that's gonna help mitigate the damage that was done. So if you bought the pay-per-view, you should get all the battles within 24 hours. So if you lost out on pay-per-view side like me, you know what I mean, you get to see everything in its entirety within the next 2 days at least. So I think it's dope. So you still pay for something, you still get something before they do. You know what I mean? If you didn't cop the bootleg, if you don't watch the bootleg. So on to the battles. Like I said, so I'm gonna be saying I didn't see that part. I didn't see this part in a lot. My bad. I apologize. You know what I mean? But again, if you bought the pay-per-view, you know what I'm going through. Rex versus Rod B. That battle was fire. It's like a lot. It didn't happen. I'm hearing Rex wasn't in the building at all. They got no confirmation on why he didn't show. What happened? Is an emergency. Rod B was available, so that's why that match didn't go down. Period. I mean, from the second the battle started happening, we knew that wasn't going down. So maybe we gotta at him and ask him why, but I don't know. I have no clue why that took place or why that didn't take place for the most part. So the first battle of the night was Twain versus Kasha, I think. And this is already the first battle, which is not even on the card. You know what I mean? For me, it's like the tester battle. I'm like, okay, the audio and the visual is not perfect, but this is the battle to figure all that stuff out on. It was already battle on this one. But from what I saw, I was liking Twain a little bit more. You know what I mean? His first line with the first shot was Mario on audio, but now it's about to get Evil Brother Wario. You know, I thought that was dope. So I think I liked him more. The next battle, O Solo versus Serious Jones. And there it is. Oh man. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting too much from this battle, but I was expecting at least hitting the standard. And I don't think it hit that, you know what I mean? For the most part, it was a little lackluster on both sides. I felt the one thing that they were talking about, and even Art said this before the match even went on, he said, hey, there's history behind this. You know what I mean? There's years of wisdom in this match. You're talking about the first person from Jersey, so to speak, like he said in this post-interview. You got the person that's the front runner of Jersey for a long time before a certain era popped up. And I feel like I didn't get any of that in this battle. I was not taught no history, no Fight Club history, no nothing. You know what I mean? I think it was dope in the second round when Sirius talked to himself. Dope tactic. As far as execution, content within that, it didn't land so much. You know what I mean? O Solo being funny, that was dope. Xbox, I'm in your Xbox, that's my PlayStation, and I was in like, wee! You know what I mean? So you got cool, funny moments at that point, but in terms of a powerful battle, I mean, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. And if I could give one rating for any battle throughout this entire card, I'd probably get this 2J Blackheads out of 5. No disrespect. No disrespect. That's just the facts of reality. When a battle drops on YouTube, I'm pretty sure the fans say the same thing that I'm saying right now. So, and for the last part, I think if you think somebody's whack, you should body them. If you had no respect for that person and they're not good, body them. Show them that's easy. At the end of the day, you got paid for it, right? Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. On to the next one, though. Next, DNA versus Pat Stay. Now, if you bought the pay-per-view, the second Pat Stay goes, it cuts off. Screen goes black. So I can only tell you my impressions from what I saw. And I can't really decide a winner based off what I saw throughout the pay-per-view. When the battles drop on YouTube, or fuck it, even on the pay-per-view side, on the on-demand side, I will give winners. Via Twitter, via YouTube, whatever it is, you know what I mean? But like I said, it hurts. It hurts. Is Instagram hurting your heart? Yeah, it's hurting my heart. You know what I mean? So, I think DNA had a dope first. I didn't see Pat Stay's first. And then the second round, Pat Stay goes again, and it shuts the fuck off. Went into a fucking stab rap grid at that point. Then I think towards the second half of Pat Stay comes on, and he's doing good. Again, I wish I could have seen the battle in full, but I didn't. Even the next battle, Tay-Rock versus CHARRON. If you bought the pay-per-view, you know exactly what I'm going through. You know what I mean? You can only see the first round between the two, and after that, downhill. CHARRON second, audio cuts off. Third was not even irrelevant. You couldn't even see that shit, period. You know what I mean? But they both had solid first round. I think CHARRON's first round was fire. You know what I mean? And Tay-Rock was solid in the first. That's about it. So gotta wait till the battle drops to even talk about that in its entirety. So Rap Grid for me is in the shithole. I'm like, damn. I'm ready to toss my computer, my laptop right now. I'm like, what's going on? What's direct? Give me some directions on what's happening with the pay-per-view. Help me help you. You know what I mean? But then again, and it's like I said, in the third and fourth quarter of the stream, it worked out pretty good. You know what I mean? I'm talking about towards the Chilla Jones Arsenal battle, which is a solid battle, which is good. I was fucking with it. You know what I mean? I think Chilla Jones, this thing about Chilla Jones in the third, he said, let me show you why they call me Kingpin. This brings me back to the moment that I recapped X Factor versus Goods. And X Factor in the third said, let me get to these bars. In the third, I think in the third, I'm confused. Maybe in the third he said that. Let me get to these bars. Some shit like that. They should find out why you're Kingpin in the first round. You know what I mean? But again, I think this battle for me, I gotta watch it again to give a clear winner. On top of the audio being a little choppy. You know what I mean? But I think there were moments where Chilla Jones spazzed. There was moments when Arsenal, I think Arsenal's second round, he was on fire. He was snapping. He was snapping. I like Chilla Jones in the third when he talked about the Kingpin shit, the second half of his. He was firing off. So this is a solid battle. Then he rebutted. Chilla Jones rebutted. Shout out to Miss Cream. How you doing? Chilla Jones rebutted in the bottom of the third, which we don't normally see him do. I thought that was dope. That was a cool battle. But fuck all the rest of it. Fuck all the rest of it. We know why we are here. We know why you watching this video now. We know why we paid for the pay-per-view. We know Hitman Holla versus Shotgun Suge. Oh. I tweeted this out. I said, you know what? You can turn 3 1s into 4 3s if you make this perfect. If the audio and the visual is perfect for this one battle, you will redeem yourself in a sense. Not completely, but you know, nobody not gonna spaz on you in the blog if you just make this one battle clear as fuck. And guess what? They did that. Rap Grid, shake my hand. You only get one handshake, you know what I mean? The whole card should have been clear, but you know. Yeah, but the audio and the visual is perfect for this, so we could hear everything from the top of the first to the bottom of the third. This battle to me was good. Their first rounds was fire. Oh my goodness. Everything I asked for in that my prediction blog, it happened. The space, Arsenal, before the match even started, he said, you know, Hitman, you got enough space. Suge, you got enough space. Thank you. Shotgun Suge, he showed his dominance, he showed his presence without being physical. The battle is completed. All 3 rounds are completed. That's going on YouTube, clean and clear. You know what I mean? I understand y'all saying, oh, after the first round, it wasn't too fire. To me, it was good. I don't go off of crowd reaction. You know what I mean? I like Hitman second. To me, it was solid. It wasn't as good as his first, but it was solid. His third round, when he's talking about, you know, some real life that I can relate to in a certain, I like it. Suge, all 3 rounds, dope. The only gripe I would say about Suge, he did promise 5-minute rounds, 4 or 5-minute rounds. I think the last 2 was a little short. You know, it's not. It was, excuse me. Let me say the right things. It wasn't short, but it wasn't 5 minutes. Still good rounds. This battle, to me, I'm gonna need the footage, people. I'm sorry. We taking it debatable until the battle drops. Good luck to anybody that can say Hitman got that or Suge got that right now off of first watch. Salute to you. You know what I mean? But you gotta explain that, brother. That's what I'm saying. The first round, I'm leaning towards Suge, but it's debatable. The second round, debatable. Third, toss up. I like this. I'd rather say it's debatable and go on cam and chop it up, and when the battle drops on YouTube, we get a clear winner. I like that. But on first watch, debatable. And if you saw it and you're not a fan of Hitman, you're not a fan of Suge, you'll see my answer. You'll see why I'm saying this. You know, for the most part, lastly, I love the battle. I love the battle. Was it as crazy as, I mean, the first round, they lived up to the hype. But the next 2, it was cool. You know what I mean? I needed at least 1 more of the first round, but that didn't happen. But it's still a good battle to me, and I enjoyed myself with this battle. I'm happy with it. You know what I mean? They could have did a little bit more in the last 2 rounds, but I'm enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with it. So shout out to Udubb, Arsenal, Ray Swag, L Wisdom. You know what I mean? Again, never again will I rely on pay-per-view. If I'm in the vicinity, or if I'm in the area of a battle, I'm going to the event. My apologies. I promise to be at the next one. I promise, and on top of that, I promoted it too. Like, that's my apologies to you and all the people watching me that watch this channel. My apologies, you know what I'm saying? Again, I relied on the pay-per-view, and the pay-per-view fell through, so I can't give the kind of recap that I want to give. Next week is another event. I'm going to be in the building. No ifs, ands, or buts. Moving forward, I'm going to be in the building. You know what I mean? Again, I apologize. Shake my hand. J Black, appreciate you. Talk to me in the comments below. If you saw the pay-per-view, how you feel about it? What do you think should happen? Who do you think won? Hitman, Suge? Who do you think won? Let me know. Talk to me. It's your boy, J Black, aka Black. And again, shout out to you, Udubb.
Who say they best, man? Let's bet if they placing them wagers a major. Separate me from fake entertainers, touche. Sipping Douce, and I saved the container to remind me of times I was broke. Sipping Bud Ice and Bud Life, love nights.